Thanks tonight day.
Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hoytey Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keezy.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon, the 16th of November, 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And Mogi, your stallion, how's life?
Yeah, going pretty grouse, thanks very much, mate. A little bit depressed.
Yeah, sure.
Today.
Sure.
Lost the cricket last night, Pugs, you won't know that. But, yeah, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But they did us proud.
Yeah.
That we punch above our weight, don't we, mate? Punching.
Always, mate. Always proud of the boys. But, yeah, it was a disappointment last night. You know, I may sound cheerful and happy. I'm pretty down in the dumps too, mate, because of that match. Also, because I didn't get much sleep. We'll get into that a little bit later. Yes.
I'm glum.
Yeah, glum, sure.
I'm glum.
Sure. Gloomy.
I'm sorry
gloomy.
to hear that. Yeah.
Pugs, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, look, I'm sorry to hear you guys are feeling glum. I'm happy to be here with you guys, obviously, as always. You know, I'm excited for the big show. I'm excited for the big show.
We've spoken to you about your brown nosing, Pugs. You don't need to do it, mate.
No,
okay?
it's not that I feel like I need to, man.
Right, okay. That's all good. Now, listen, big show ahead. We will dissect the cricket a little bit, as depressing as it is.
We've actually got Richard Hadley joining us later to have a chat about it.
Yeah, very much so. Looking forward to Sir Richard having a chat with us. Also, I've got some audio evidence of what I've been having to endure in the early hours of the morning out west. I'm very excited about playing the audience that and getting their views. But let's get into a bit of music, shall we? You know what I feel like?
Green Day, baby.
Yeah, that's really lifted my spirits.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, the Who there on the radio, Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 12 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Now, this is obviously where we do our big poll.
Yes.
But, Jase, I just want you to tell the yarn about what's happened to you last night. There's been some issues around your joint, and let's be honest, when isn't there? There's always something going on.
Yes.
You know, you're finding pigs under your floorboards. There's marijuana crops in your backyard. There's all sorts going on.
Heard scraping, actually, the other night, Mogi, just on there, in my roof there, and my wife was like, what the hell is that? So I went up in a nest of vipers.
See?
And I was like, how the hell did they bloody get there?
Yeah, shockers.
Just incredible.
But then you've got a sort of a local backbone in your area.
Yes.
Who's been sort of keeping you up in the night. Just go over what's been happening with that fella there.
Well, I have mentioned it a couple of times on the show, and it's always in the early hours of the morning, and it's some absolute massive manus driving some kind of motorcycle contraption. And it's usually about 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning, and it's so loud that I can hear it streets away, and it immediately wakes me up. And by the time it goes past my house, it's a thunderous noise. And it's just doing my head in. It happened last night, and I got up in my undies, effing and jeffing, and managed to catch the sort of tail end of it to give you an idea of what I'm having to put up with in the early hours.
Before we play that, can you tell me what colour were your undies?
Grey.
Okay.
I mean, legitimately grey, not grey because they're,
You're
disgusting
filthy.
and filthy.
Do you run Y fronts or like trunks?
Oh, they're kind of trunks.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Pugs, can you
Audio?
play the audio, mate? It's getting further away now.
Yeah, I just indulge me because just to show that it's a vehicle, it goes sort of goes. Waiting.
Yeah.
So that son of a bee.
Yeah.
I'm talking. It's not every morning, but it's most mornings. And it might be 1 o'clock in the morning, or it might be 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's 5 o'clock in the morning. And Pugs has a theory that it's not a legal vehicle, and so that's why he's riding it around at that time of the day, because he doesn't want to be caught by cops. But it does my head in.
I find it interesting that you think Pugs has got a theory. Anybody that hears that knows it's not illegal.
Yes.
It's not any great deduction on Pugs' part. No offence, Pugs. It's clearly
Some
not.
taken.
And I'd also say that that's not the reason he's riding around at that time of night, because that is one way to get pulled over because you're the only vehicle out there. That is a crackhead on a bike, 100%.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's a crackhead on a bike.
I want people to visualise Hoytey J in his grey trunks on my deck, recording this absolute madness, going, what the effing and jeffing like you would not believe. Yeah. It's ludicrous, I know, but it's doing my head in. It's doing what I'm going to get the bastard somehow.
I mean, to me, it's the sort of thing that I'd be able to sleep through.
Really?
And is it because you're already awake, or does that wake you up?
No, that's what wakes me up.
Really?
How can that not wake you up? It wakes my wife up. Doesn't wake my daughter up.
No.
But it makes.
What does your dog do? I know your dog doesn't.
My dog doesn't do a thing. Doesn't move. Just sits there, and it's like, oh. So the big poll today is: am I overreacting?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Did you want the sting or no sting today?
We don't need the sting, man.
We don't need the sting.
I do like that sting.
So, that's the question, and you can go over to our Instagram page, The Big Show there, The Hoytey Big Show, and you can hear that again. You can hear that sound that Hoytey J is putting up with, and just ask yourself, is Hoytey J overreacting here? Yes or no?
It's the Chemical Brothers.
The Hoytey Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hoytey.
Oh, yes, indeed, REM there on the Radio Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is exactly 25 minutes past 4 o'clock. We've got a couple of talkbacks here. If you've got an iHeartRadio app, just hit the microphone and you can send us direct messages that sound like this in our studio.
G'day, fellas. I just wanted to compliment old Mogi on that tight singlet and the massive guns that he was rocking as he got out of his aqua truck earlier today. Looking good, brother.
Appreciate that.
You are looking good, Mogi.
I appreciate that.
It's really funny. I was sitting next to my wife on the deck today, and there's this shirt you see is quite tight.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was just,
Oh, yeah.
Giving it some.
I was just flexing a little bit. Didn't notice.
Got another talk back here.
Hey guys, Dan here. Just wanted to clarify with Hoytey J's grey trunks. Are they the ones with the buttons and the hole in the front to pull the landing gear out of, or are they fully closed off? Cheers.
Yeah, that's referring to what I was talking about in the big poll today. I was out on my deck at about 3 o'clock this morning cursing this dude driving around in a scooter wearing my grey trunks. I can say they're not buttoned. They're just closed off.
Okay.
I mean, I think if I wanted to, I could pull it through.
Pull it through what?
It's not buttoned, but it's pretty closed off. But I think you can pull it apart.
There is a door.
There's a door. I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, for those of you that missed the big poll today, by the way, it's basically asking the question: am I overreacting? 3 o'clock this morning, and this has been happening most mornings around my house. This past my house.
Yeah.
Somebody's texting saying sounds more like a Cessna than a bike. And that's true, it does.
It's about that blood. It sounds like a bloody plane's about to land.
Can I ask how long it goes on for each time you hear it?
Well, probably 5 minutes, because as I say, we're in a sort of valley and I can just hear him going down further and further away, and then he does a circuit and goes around again. Are
you okay saying the sort of the vague area that you live in? Because we might be able to identify this backbone.
Glen Eden.
Glen Eden up here in Auckland. So some backbone will know who that backbone is.
Yeah.
Getting around on his bike there doing deliveries. He's off his head, 100%.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
We have had a text. Afternoon, you pest. You're not overreacting, Jase. My brother in our flatting days had an old piece of a Beamer with a fart cannon on it. 6 a.m, just the stupid noise waking everyone up. That's from Adam. So you're not.
Okay. Oh, what's our prediction on this, whether I'm overreacting or not? I'm saying 90% no.
I'm going to go 90% yes.
Right.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the Radio Hoytey Big Show. Now, the big game last night, the big dance, the semi-final, New Zealand versus India. I guess, Mogi, we're going to have a little bit of a chat about it, debrief.
Yeah.
And just come to terms with our grief. So let's have a bit of CWC chat. Cricket World Cup chat with Jason Mike.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. After this one, we can just bin this.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the final. Not in it, not interested. So it starts at 9:30. I watched about the first 10 to 12 overs when we were just getting absolutely pumped by Rohit Sharma in the main. What's his name? Gill was there.
Gill, and such a good player.
He wasn't doing much while old mate was there, but we just weren't there, were we, with the ball?
No. It was the worst possible scenario, i.e. they win the toss, they go out and smack the living bejesus out of us. And we never, on the bowling front, hit our straps. We did not bowl well, but I think, partly because we weren't allowed to bowl well. I think they just knocked us off our balance. Santner bowled very defensively. We're a little bit sloppy in the field, apart from an outstanding catch from Steady the Ship, Kane Williamson, to get rid of Rohit Sharma. But a disappointing bowling performance from us. And when you're chasing 398, you're in a world of trouble on a deteriorating Indian pitch.
And it was just interesting in those first 10 overs where I thought to myself, you know what, this might not be our day.
Yes.
And that was when, there'd be a cut behind point and it'd just go over the bowler's head. Or all of these things which in the previous semi-final against India, they went to hand. Every single chance that was there went to hand. We're in the right place. We took our chances. But this time, it was just like, that feels like a chance. That feels like a chance. And it just wasn't our day.
Yes.
But they were very, very good, India. You got to, like,
hats off,
10
mate.
10 in a row, including a semi. They've been incredible. Kohli, the first player to score 50 100s.
Yes.
It annoys me for some reason.
And I think he's got 3 in this World Cup.
Yeah.
So that's pretty phenomenal effort as well. And interestingly, son of a Mitch, he's been amazing.
My God.
Steady the Ship, amazing. And it looked for a little while there like we rattled them a little bit, and it could be a miraculous victory, but then
to-doos, and she was all over, and then it was just that run rate kept on blowing out, and we're not really attacking it the way we needed to. And obviously you sort of want to stay in the game, but it was not our day. Can I ask you, Jase?
Yes.
And well done to them as well for getting us to another semi-final. Is that the 5th in a row that would be absolutely amazing considering the size of our playing pool? The tough question now is, who do you want to win
India.
the World Cup? Yes, I feel the same way.
Yes.
It's a tough, like South Africa, I don't want them to win
2
both
World Cups. No.
I don't want Australia to win anything.
That's on tonight, by the way.
And I don't really want India to win, but given it's at home and they've cheated so hard the whole tournament, it feels like they deserve it.
Yes. Especially if they go through unbeaten. Absolutely, they deserve it.
I mean, look, they've done incredibly well, including switching out pitches when they had no right to do it.
Yes.
And at the coin toss, they had the guy that flipped the coin had a coin in one pocket that had 2 tails on it, and in the other pocket he had a coin with 2 heads on it. So, look, they've really thought outside the box, and fair dues to them.
You were saying off air, Pugs, that you've got a view on this.
No. Nope.
I tell you what,
and if I did, you guys have summed it up perfectly.
Thanks, mate. And my daughter summed it up perfectly when she came into my bedroom this morning. She goes, "You're right, Daddy, so I'm not very happy. We lost the cricket last night." She said, "Who was playing?" She didn't know. Said New Zealand was playing against India. And she said, "Oh, did India win?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Oh, that's nice for India." I was effing and jeffing.
I wouldn't put up that sort of shit.
Effing and jeffing.
They're downhill slope from there, man.
Grounded.
Yeah. No more presents. No more parties. Get back to your room and button it.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Weezer there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 10 minutes to 5 o'clock. It's time for a bit of Reno chat. Renovation chat. With Jason Mike. So not only did I have a shocking sleep last night, Mogi, because of the doofus on the motorbike / scooter, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
There's a job that I've been putting off for ages. And my wife just keeps banging on about it. When are you going to do that? And I was like,
honestly, man, I don't know how you put up with it.
Seriously, man, but I just reached the point. And I was already in a bad mood anyway because of what happened in the morning. So I thought, since I'm in a bad mood, I might as well, just get on and do it. Got pot plants in my bedroom. Like there's 3 or 4 on my windowsill, and we've got a little coffee table, and I think, how many's on there? Probably 2.
Yeah, there's 5 or 6.
Yeah, so Yeah, there's 5 pot plants. And my wife wants me...
My wife.
My wife wants me to move them into the sunroom. What a palaver.
Yeah.
Oh, my arms are hurting. My shoulders are hurting. I've got a headache. But it's done now, man.
Are they huge?
Nah. Well, I mean, what do you define huge?
Over sort of 5 kilos.
Nah. They're like, about that big.
Oh, yeah,
Can
about
you-
the size of a 5-year-old skull.
Yes.
It's oddly
Yeah,
specific.
yeah. Or they're little cacti.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah,
succulents, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, but they're still babies.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, gee, got
Oh,
got
man.
one of the bloody
Good on you, man.
Got needles, but it looks great. Looks
Sure.
great. I mean,
How
our
long-
room now is completely different.
How long did it take?
Ages, like all morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a few breaks.
Few breaks. Yeah, well, I had to, mate. I was exhausted.
I got to do some renovations around our place now.
Yeah,
they
well-
come around they fixed the bloody pool, they painted it, and they fixed the drain.
That's
and
great.
that. The landlord there. Now he wants me to do some. He wants me to fill the pool up with water.
You are joking. Unbelievable.
You want me to put the hose in the pool and turn it on? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so, mate.
I don't think so.
Don't think that's in the contract.
I don't think so, mate.
Yeah, good one.
I get a week off the rent, mate.
Fair call, Mogi. Fair call. Oh, bit of Jane's addiction.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Been caught stealing there, Jane's addiction. You ever been caught stealing, Mogi?
Never caught, mate.
I have.
Have you, man? What'd you steal? Hearts.
Well,
You're stealing
yeah,
hearts.
yeah, totally.
Nice.
No,
You're a lover.
A packet of chicken ripple chips,
Oh, really?
a little bag of lollies, and what else? It was something else. And
Didn't he
went
say
out-
he was going to tell your dad? Is that right?
Yeah, then I went outside the shop, Pugs. You won't know this story.
No.
I got it out of the shop, stood outside the shop and ate it. And the dairy owner came out and went, "You didn't pay for those." And I went, "Oh." And he knew my dad, and he said, "I'm going to tell your dad unless you pay me double what you have to pay me."
And did you pay up?
Yeah, I had to. Otherwise, I was going to tell my dad.
Nice.
He would have got the old strap out.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be having that. Hey, now listen. Plenty coming up after 5 o'clock. I've got a favour to ask of you fellas.
Oh.
And I'm hoping that you'll be...
What day is it? I'm pretty busy.
No, it's not a day.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say it's financial?
Oh.
We'll leave it at that after 5, eh?
Indeed.
Good stuff.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Thursday's going along very nicely indeed. Now, you're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night Day. And we've got $50 vouchers to give away. To anyone that texts in or talkbacks in or calls us on 0800 Hodaki, all of the people that do that go in the draw to win a $50 Night Day voucher. We got this outstanding text just before, and they're going to get a $50 Night Day voucher.
Just for context, this is regarding the big poll today, which is about Jase's unneighbourly wake up in the middle of the night from a motorbike sound that sounds a little bit like this, just for context.
Doesn't sound a little bit like that. It sounds
that was
exactly
that.
like that.
That's
That was
right.
my audio recording.
Now, we've had a text in on 3483. I live in Glen Eden as well, and that bastard on the motorbike is grinding my goat. Yesterday, he tried to sell me a Nissan Tita that looked like it had just driven over a pile of bricks.
That is outstanding.
That is a great text. Just on the Parker fight against Deontay Wilder, that is huge. That is
Yes.
huge.
Because Wilder, if I'm thinking of the right guy, he's a bit of a psycho, isn't he?
He is, I think, prior to fighting Tyson Fury, he'd won all of his fights and he'd won all bar one. This is from memory, by knockout.
Yes.
He is a knockout specialist. And so WBO, that was Joseph Parker, is formerly the champ of WBC, has just ranked Francis Ngannou. So Francis Ngannou came over from the UFC. He's a mixed martial artist. He fought Tyson Fury. He lost the fight. He's had one boxing fight, and WC have just announced him the number 10 ranked fighter in the world, which tells you something about boxing.
Yes.
A guy has had one fight, he lost it, he's now ranked as the 10th best boxer in the world. That is a shambles and it is a disgrace, and boxing should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, mate. Here, mate. But he was unlucky to lose that fight, though, wasn't he?
Well, he lost it. He did lose it.
Right, okay.
But, he was he did a very good job, but he didn't win it. He didn't win the fight. But I don't think you should be ranked number 10 because you did a good job. You lost.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
One fight, one loss, 10th best fighter in the world.
Nice. Here's the verb.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, Midnight Oil there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 15 minutes past 5 o'clock. Fellas, got a bit of a favour to ask of you.
Sure.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling a bit awkward about it. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it. And a little bit vulnerable about it, actually. And to be honest with you, I've been struggling the last couple of days just because of the whole Wipegate.
Yeah.
And I've really been questioning myself on a number of levels.
Oh, two-stroke Hoyt. I've seen people wearing two-stroke Hoyt T-shirts.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I'm not going back there, just 2 to 3 strokes.
Two-stroke.
Use hashtag Wipegate on 3483.
Yeah. As you know, my car got stolen recently, my lovely leather interior Teeter. That's getting sorted out, taken to the mechanics today. And I also mentioned that I had my wallet stolen the next day after my Teeter was stolen from my car.
You lost it, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I don't know, I was online today just ordering new cards. What a palaver. Just ridiculous. And but I find myself in a really difficult situation, i.e., ergo, e.g., I'm a little short on cash at the moment. Obviously, I don't have any FPOS cards or anything like that, and I'm just wondering, I don't know what your guys' philosophy on this is, but if maybe you could each lend me a bit of cash until the cards arrive. It's 5 to 7 working days, apparently.
Right.
So I've got 5 to 7 working days where I basically don't have access to cash.
Sweet.
And Hoytey J needs cash, so I was wondering if you could each maybe lend me a bit of cash, obviously.
How much do you need, man?
$1,000 each.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine by me.
Oh, great. Thanks, man.
Yeah. No, that's no worries at all. I haven't got any on me, but Pugs, can I borrow $1,000 off you, and then you can just give Jase $2,000?
Yeah,
That'll make it easy.
no
worries.
Yeah,
no worries, Jase, man.
Thanks, mate.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for that, Pugs.
Well,
Backbone.
yeah.
Backbone Pugs.
This
is probably the most backbone thing you've ever done. Now it means you're really a part of the big show, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, that feels really good. I really appreciate that. That means a lot that you would say that.
Because I know that we've given you grief about brown nosing and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't consider that brown nosing. I think you're just a good bastard.
Oh, okay.
Could you do that today, by the way?
Well,
We've got another 2-song sweep coming up. Are you able to go? Because I think there's an FPOS machine just across the road there. I'm good for it, Pugs. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, look, I don't doubt that at all. I'm just trying to think about where I can...
I'll borrow it off your mum.
My mum?
Yeah, if you haven't, because you're sort of acting like you got no money. So just borrow it off your mum, man. She'll be all good.
I do have savings, but I'm sort of saving for that trip.
Jase will get it back
at
to
the end of
you.
the year.
I'll get it back to you. I don't know what people's philosophy is in terms of... people ask me for a loan, Mogi. Absolutely.
Yeah, my rule is no way.
Yeah, not in a million years. But, asking for money's hard, Pugs. And I'm really appreciative that you've not made a big deal out of this.
That's the thing, Pugs, because it takes a lot for Jase to be able to ask you for money.
Yeah,
and so you can't
I can't even imagine how hard it is for you to even bring it up.
As I say, I'm already vulnerable anyway. You know,
That's right. So don't make him look a dickhead.
Yeah,
no, you're
by
right.
standing him up, but your mum will be good for it, man.
I can just, I can probably just take it out of the Japan. Like you'll get it right back, obviously.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so when's your trip?
Well, I don't go to the end of the year, but it's sort of just like it's to be sure of.
Well, definitely before the end of the year.
I would say, Pugs, that giving is its own reward.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Totally, man.
Good on you, man.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get that out. You'll
Well,
get it.
you have to now because I'm relying on that.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause I need gas on the way home. And
Sure.
good
Okay.
stuff, mate. Good on you, Pugs. Seriously, I'm good for it.
Hey,
Two-
Jase, can I borrow
grand.
$500 off you, man?
No worries, buddy.
The Hoytey Big Show podcast.
Yes, indeed, Bush there on the radio. Hoytey Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time 5:39. Now, fellas, I'm getting a little bit concerned, I guess is the right word. I talk often about the many strange encounters that I have in my life.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is just really random people coming up to me and saying random stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, and I've started, thinking, is that what it is? Do I just attract really strange random people? And or am I the random strange person and I don't realise that I'm the random strange person? Or, furthermore, is me talking about my strange encounters somehow making me have more strange encounters?
Well, I think the people that you... And I've encountered you as you encounter them.
Yes.
And the thing about these strange encounters is that the strange people that are encountering you and giving you these strange interactions, they don't consider themselves strange.
No.
They consider themselves normal. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
So it's a normal interaction for them. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's no big deal to them, but to everybody else, it's odd. And I've never seen anything like the types of humans that you attract.
I agree
It
with
is-
that.
It
Yeah.
is something.
In
Yeah.
the time that I've worked here, I've never seen anything like the people that come up to you and the way that they interact with you. I've never seen it.
Case in point today.
Some people get women throwing themselves at people, or
Well, you do,
next
don't
thing
you?
you know, you're hanging out with rock stars, or sports legends, and so on and so forth. Instead, you seem to get people that are. I don't know what the term is. man.
Yeah.
Neither
Yes.
here nor there.
Well, case in point, I was in my local sushi shop, which I love.
You love sushi.
It's called Yummy Sushi.
Sounds yum.
Oh, it's really good. But anyway, there's a particular piece that I like there. It's like a prawn sushi roll, but cut into sushi slices. And there's 2 rolls of it, right?
Okay.
But she does a weird thing, because this is hard to explain, but a piece of sushi looks the same on both sides, right?
Sure does.
But the way she rolls it, sometimes when you're going down the line, putting it in your little packet there, you come across the sort of butt end of one. So one side is the sushi with all the prawns on it, and the other side is like just a blob of rice.
Sure.
And I don't like those ones, right? I don't like that.
No, I can understand that. It's
So-
like the ass of a tomato. I don't like those either.
Yeah, so I moved it across to the other, line, because there's 2 lines of
Yeah.
it. And she went, and the woman that owned the place went, no. And I went, sorry? And she went, no, you take that one. And I went, this is true. And I went, but I don't want that one. I don't like the butt end of the blah, blah, blah. And she said, no, you take that one. And I said, but I don't want this one. And then she said to me, I'm not going to argue with you about it. And then proceeded to argue with me about it for about 3 minutes. And in the end I said, well, let's just not bother with this interaction anymore and I'll just leave.
Okay, a couple of things going on there. One, is this a self-serve?
Yes.
So you can give yourself whatever you want. She can shut her trap.
Thank you, Mogi.
She can.
Yeah.
This is not KFC where it's like, I'll have 2 breast pieces and they say, you get what you're given, boy.
Yes.
This is self-serve. So if you want to, if you don't like what the selves are serving up to themselves, then you can do the serving. You don't get to say,
You have to take that one.
No, you take it.
And
You eat it.
And I didn't mess up her lines or anything like that. I just put it in the other line.
She's
you know
got
what
a
I'm
cheek.
saying?
And
She's
also,
got a cheek.
it shouldn't matter.
Outrageous.
It shouldn't matter because there might be somebody out there that likes the butt bits.
Well,
Yeah.
the point of it is, it obviously does matter. If it didn't matter, she wouldn't have said anything. But she obviously has problems getting rid of those dud pieces of sushi, right?
Yes.
And so she's trying to make you take it. She's got no right. She's got no right.
Snuck it into
She
the
needs to get
line
better
there.
at making the sushi.
It's like when you get back in the you get a note of money, and
A note of money,
and
yeah.
it's got a rip. It's got a rip in it.
Yes, I
and they
remember
sell
that.
it to- and you're like,
You have to tape it up.
Yeah, you have to tape it
Yeah.
up. So I don't want that one.
No, exactly. They give you that one, and it's just about completely ripped, and you're like, I'm going to get this home. I'm going to have to tape this up.
Yes,
We've actually had a message.
I haven't had to do that for so
no,
long.
neither.
Somebody actually messaged on the Instagram sort of saying, just to add to Hoytey J's weird encounters, this is from Finn, there's a drunken geezer in Mount Albert listening to Radio Hodaki live and yelling out, Hoytey J is a drunk bastard.
Well, you see, that's not inaccurate.
Mount Albert, that might be Matt Heath. Is that where he lives?
Oh, there was someone else I was thinking of, actually.
Oh, really?
That I won't mention. Hey, here's the Killers.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Thursday's going very nicely. Hey, heaps coming up after 6 o'clock, including what's on the TV with Mike Minogue. And Mogi, you're fizzing about that today because you said you were watching some absolute doozies last night that you're keen to let the audience know about.
I watched a few last night.
Hey, just on that, by the way, on that front, we've got a lot of good feedback about what's on the TV with Mike Minogue, particularly Last Stop Larimar. A couple of people wrote and said thanks for the
recommendation.
The recommendation.
And were particularly enthralled when they laid their eyes on Hoytey J.
Hoytey J.
Hoytey J.
Future Hoyt.
So, seriously, if that's future Hoytey J, just shoot me now.
Well, what adventures are you going to go through between now and then?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, the results of the big show, big poll, your last chance to vote. So get on the Instagram account and do that. All that after 6 o'clock.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you mad bastards. You're listening to the big show brought to you by Night Day. Hey, I meant to ask Mogi, how's your skin tag looking? Because we did the operation the other day.
We had an operation on it, yeah. I looked it up because I was expecting it, to be honest with you, I was expecting it just to drop off immediately. I looked it up. It takes 10 to 14 days to fall off. And I can tell you it's not comfortable because a skin tag is caused, and you won't know this, Pugs, because you're a bit young. But you'll get yours, man.
I have one.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So it's caused as a result of two pieces of skin rubbing together non-stop, and it's pretty hot. But obviously, because it's in a place that rubs together a lot, and now it's had dry ice poured on it repeatedly, it's even less comfortable than it was originally. To be honest, I couldn't even feel it before, but now I can. So I've put a plaster on it in my pit. Actually, I can show you that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I've got a plaster in my pit, and so I'm just waiting for that to peel off in the shower or something, and then I'll have a little gaze and see how I'm going.
Can I just say, if you want to see that operation go down, we videoed it, and it's up now at Hodaki Big Show on Instagram.
It's hot.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it was an experience, I can say that much. You know, I'm not usually like these people that love that sort of stuff. Like my wife would love that.
Yeah.
Or squeezing pimples or something like that. There's people that love that sort of stuff. I don't.
I'll be honest with you, I was shocked when you took me up on the offer.
Yes. Because, I thought you were going to take your shirt off. That's where I was coming from. Hey, now, coming up very soon, we're going to be getting the results of the Big Show Big Poll. So go to our Instagram account and have your say on that, and we'll get into that after a bit of music. Starting off with Incubus.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Stone Temple Pilots here on the Radio Hodaki Big Show, but right now it's time for
The Big Poll.
Ba, 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 ba.
Okay, for those of you that missed the big poll today, it's an audio big poll. This was something that I recorded 3 o'clock this morning on my deck at the front of my house. This lunatic that's been driving around in some vehicular device, sometimes at 1 in the morning, sometimes at 3, sometimes at 5. And it sounds like, this, I got the audio recording and this is what it sounds like.
To be fair, it is insanely loud.
Ridiculous, isn't it?
It is. It sounds like it's so close.
It's just so stupid. And as I say, you can cut it there because it just sort of fades away there, Pugs. As I say, I can hear it from streets away. Streets and streets away. It does my head in and really gets deep inside my goat.
We had a text on that, didn't we? and it says, did we do this one? I'm not sure that we did.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
Yeah, we gave him the...
This is to reiterate.
This is the other one.
We
Yes.
live on Glengarry Road, and that backbone on the PED comes through every day. The other day we saw him doing a burnout on the new road that was just laid. So he is a backbone.
He's notorious.
He is a West Side backbone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just hoping that he comes across a pile of bricks at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Guys like that tend to find a pile of bricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I said, as my prediction for the big poll, I'm just trying to remember what I said,
You said
actually.
90% of people would
say
say that you
that's-
were not overreacting to that noise in the middle of the night.
I said 90% would say you are overreacting.
Right, okay.
Now, I can confirm, just looking at the results of the poll here, that both of you are pretty far off. You're both at kind of either in here. It's very in the middle. So, yes, Jase is overreacting, 53%.
Oh, you're joking.
So I was closest. I won again.
You're
Unreal.
joking.
Pretty good with it. Ever since you actually have been predicting the polls, Mike's been taking it out.
Kidding me that I'm overreacting to that.
Yeah.
53% of people, and 47 agree with you, Jase. I feel
I want to
sympathetic.
find the 53% of people and get them
See how they like
You
it.
see how they like it at 3 in the morning.
And also, we did a second poll there. 100% of people think you're overreacting about that sushi.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Radiohead there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. Now, I know that we all watched a bit of cricket. Oh, you didn't, Pugs.
No.
Last night. Did you watch anything else last night, Pugs? Mogi, because it's what's on the TV with Mike Minogue.
Yeah, let's start over here.
And if all you watched was cricket, I'm not interested.
No, that's right. I watched a show
Should
on...
I play this sting?
Oh, you can
Oh,
play
play
this.
the
Yeah,
sting.
hurry up. Ian. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
That was good. It got there in the end.
Yeah, it took a while, that one.
Yeah. Keesy's going to be in all sorts when he gets back.
Yeah, totally, man.
I watched a show called, it's something about James Bond. It's called Road to a Million. It's a reality show. It's on Amazon Prime, whatever that thing is.
Yes.
And it is, essentially, it's the Amazing Race. You've got 9 teams. They're different. Some of them are ex-cops. Some of them are there's a married couple. There's sisters. There's brothers, you know. They're British. And then they have to travel around and solve clues. So you have to make your way somewhere. For example, one of the places I went last night was somewhere. Some country. You like the sound of that?
Yeah.
And then they have to find this case.
Yes.
And they find the case, and it's in this building. They've had to climb up a ladder to get into the window of this building. These brothers, these really massively annoying English. It's so annoying.
Yes.
And inside this box is the briefcase that they're looking for, but also a snake is on top of it. So they have to grab the briefcase. Then they open the briefcase, and the mastermind behind it all is Brian Cox, the father from Succession.
Oh, true.
Yes.
So he's watching everything on a screen. And so then it says, to move on to this question is for £25,000. To move on, you have to get it right. If you get it wrong, you're going home. How long is this snake? And there's a tape measure, and they have to measure it. It's either like 6 foot or 12 foot or something, and they have to get it out and measure it. I watched about 13 minutes of it. They know how to turn something interesting into something that is about 50 hours longer than it needs to be. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yes,
just like,
yes.
okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Great. Can we put some pace into this? Speed it up. The winner, if you get to the end, you get $1 million.
Right.
So there's $9 million. In the first episode, there was a couple of sisters on there, and they got their question wrong, so they went home. So I watched 15 minutes of that. I'm not going to watch anymore.
Right, okay.
That's what I hate about reality shows. So boring.
Yes.
The other one was called The Billionaire, the Butler, and Her Boyfriend.
Yes.
That was about the woman who owned L'Oreal, and that was also horrendously boring. So I turned that off after 10 minutes.
Yeah, great.
So that's on Netflix if you want to not watch that one.
Yeah, sounds good,
Okay.
man. Sounds good. I watched the cricket, and then I was getting bummed out by that because we were just getting flogged. So I just wanted something lighter. Raiders of the Lost Arse. It's good. It's just really good, fun entertainment.
What was the first word?
Raiders.
Oh, Raiders.
Yeah. Raiders of the Lost Arse. It's about 2 hours.
Sure.
But I was pretty tired by then, so I got through about 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But I got the gist of it.
Righto.
You right, Pugs?
Yeah, no, I'm sweet. I'm sweet as, man.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah. Hey, now listen, we were all feeling a little bit depressed about the cricket last night, even though the boys fought valiantly, Mogi. So we need a bit of cheering up. How about this to cheer you up? And it is cricket related. The Black Clash, 20th of January next year. It's going to be all on. Brian Lara's coming. Jonathan Thurston's playing. Mogi's going to be completely nude and one of the spa pools there. There is so much. It's going to be a lovely, sunny, balmy summer's day. Good vibes all around, man.
Yeah, I heard Jonathan Thurston was having a yarn with the fellas on breakfast. You can hear more of that on their podcast. And he was saying that he used to be a rep cricketer. He was a cricketer of some repute and eventually had to make a decision between cricket and Buckba League, which he did, and probably a good choice, to be fair.
Yeah.
But he's looking forward to coming down here. Americans can swing a bat. When asked if he was a good bowler, he said, I'm not bad, which probably means he comes in at about 180 clicks.
Yes.
And could land it on a handkerchief 6 balls out of 6. He also said, when asked, are you going to go out for a drink? Because there tends to be, the night before, Jase, there tends to be a few beers go down between the teams there.
And the ACC.
The ACC tend to get involved. We don't. We go to bed.
Yeah, we do.
But they sort of get a few in them, and he said, well, he's got a rubber arm, so he's probably going to be involved in that as well. So he's going to get amongst it. It's going to be good times.
A lot of the rugby players were good cricketers themselves, actually, and had to make that decision. I was in a similar situation in my sporting career where I had to choose. It was either table tennis or rhythmic gymnastics. And I went with the rhythmic gymnastics, and then I broke my hip on the pommel horse.
So you shouldn't be doing rhythmic gymnastics on a pommel horse, mate. That's floor.
That was another routine that I was, just warming up for. Yeah, so yeah. Hey, but make sure. What do people need to do if they want to get tickets to that, Pugs?
Well, if they want to win tickets to the hottest seats in the house, including flights for you and a mate from anywhere in NZ to Tauranga, you can do that at
What about from Levin? Because they haven't got an airport.
They assume they would have to travel to the closest airport.
Not from anywhere.
Well, from
anywhere with an airport.
Thank you. I'll change that in the notes there, from anywhere with an airport. You can enter now at hodaki.co.nz.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Thursday show done and dusted. Just one more to go, of course. The Big Friday Throbber tomorrow as well. And cheers giving.
Yeah, with Super Liquor.
Yeah,
man.
Oh, yeah, Throbber.
$200 to give away, so make sure you tune into that. What's going on with you tonight, Mogi?
I'll go home. I'll have to tidy the house up because I've got the kid with me, which means she's not with the babysitter, which means the babysitter's not at home, which means she's not cleaning the house, which is very, I really appreciated doing that. So I'll go home and I'll do it.
Yeah. Well, someone has to, don't they? Or you can just go, bugger it.
Oh, good, yeah,
just, get your trackies on, lie on the couch, put your hand down your pants
my grey Dax.
Yeah, grey Dax there and watch a bit of TV. Hey, what are you doing, Pugs?
Gonna go home, maybe watch some TV, cook some dinner, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
And then just big chilling.
What sort of dinner?
It's going to be dumplings and some cabbage.
I
fried
hate
cabbage tonight.
No, that doesn't work for me.
You'll be ripping them out. The old cabbage is a shocker for the gas. Just on the tea front, my wife's going to improvise tonight, she said.
God.
That's never, as I've said in the past, never a good sign.
Well, you need to fill up on some takeaways on the way home.
Well, I will. And you know what she said to me as I was leaving today? Oh, we've got that cauliflower, eh? And I just went, oh no. Nightmare. Till tomorrow. We'll see you later.